Today we're going to finish up our sunset picture over water. We're going to add some details that look both near and far. We're going to start by taking this little paper plate cutout to add a sun, and we can place it anywhere we'd like to in the sky. The only rule is that we have to place it above this horizon line. To begin, I'm going to take my paintbrush and a little bit of white paint, and then I'm going to apply the paint just to the middle of that circle. So I'm going to hold it still and gently dab around the inside to give myself sort of a sun shape. Then once our sun is done, we're going to create some reflections in the water. So directly underneath our sun, under the horizon line, we're going to add some little lines that go horizontally across. So I'll dip my paintbrush in the white paint and make little lines that go all the way down to the bottom of my page, directly under the sun. Once we're finished with the sun, we're going to put our white paintbrush and paint away and take out a new paintbrush and some black paint. We're going to use this paint to paint over the lines that were drawn on your paper. So I'm just going to trace over this line, and it doesn't need to be perfect. It can be a little bumpy because this is going to be a ground line, and ground lines are oftentimes bumpy. And then we're going to do the same thing along the bottom where the other two lines are. Okay, and we're finished with that. Now comes the fun part. We get to decorate with a tree. So we have a couple choices. You can choose the kind of trees that you would like in your picture. We've got regular trees, some pine trees, and even a palm tree here. I like the palm tree best, so that's what I'm going to stick with. But I'm actually going to start with the smaller version to make it look like it's far away at the top of the page. Then just like I did with the sun, I'm going to place this on my paper and then pat the paint down on top. Just pay attention that when you put this down, it's above the horizon line or the ground line. And when you pull it off, you should have a pretty good outline. And you can choose to do however many you'd like to above that ground line. I'm going to place 2 up here. And then once I'm done with the trees that I have on the top that look far away, I can do the tree that looks closer. So I pick up the larger cutout and I choose a spot underneath the ground line where I'm going to dab it on. And then I'm going to do it exactly the same as I did with the sun and the small trees. Now when I'm done, the only thing left to do is give our trees some trunks. So I'm going to use the bristles of my brush to give this one a tree trunk, and then the back end of my paintbrush to give the smaller trees in the background their tree trunks. Now when we're finished, we should have some things that look like they're far away and others that look like they're close.